So this 442 looks pretty clean, right? In and out, I think we're pretty good, but I'm a little scared because I looked under the dash. I'm gonna pull it inside and I'm gonna show it to my guys and we'll see what we're gonna have to do with this. I already noticed, put the key in, it cranks, but the guy didn't tell me this, but apparently I gotta turn the fuel pump on. It's got a sniper on it and get it to start. It was hard last time. I figured it out, so we're winning for now. Pull it in and see what we got. Well, the seat's a little wonky. And I hear a valve tick, so. But again, customer states electrical concerns, so let's take a look. It does smell kind of like electrical burn in here too. Oh yeah, I forgot I got to turn it off with the switches. All right, here we go. Let's tell Johnny what's up. Johnny.
Sounds a little rough.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Come see what I saw. Looks hella clean, right?
Yeah, super clean.
So dude's been calling me for like 2 weeks trying to get in, and we don't usually do a lot of electrical repair and juggle stuff in, so it's a small job. He said the fuse box, customer states, fuse box was moved to install hydraulic clutch. Please reconnect and repair loose wires as necessary. Also states tack in op, turn signal's not working, and a left rear tail light bulb. Doesn't sound like a big deal, right?
Right, sounds easy enough, right?
So I just looked under there, but you tell me what you think.
Scaring me.
Mert, you said you looked at that clutch pedal, didn't you? Can you find the fuse box?
Hey, put the camera down there.
Wow.
Go ahead, zoom in and show them what they got.
Okay, that's a rat's nest if I ever saw
Shine the
one.
light down there so you see that clutch pedal.
So what wire's loose?
God.
Where do you start? I would say rip it all out and start over.
That would be my gut. I'm gonna have to call him. So
Well, at some
what's
point,
it?
you can only spend so much time trying to troubleshoot and repair an old harness before it starts not being cost effective. Holy moly!
Why is the car this
Now
clean?
check this out. This is what I'm up against.
Ooh.
If the whole car looks like that,
Was that spray foam?
where's the problem?
Oh, what is that?
That is spray foam,
Is
right
that
where.
Okay. So which wire? So if we're gonna fix a couple wires, which one should we fix?
This is classic case of start over, bro.
Start it out.
Start over.
He said the worst thing he ever did was put in the hydraulic clutch. You see why. I mean, overall nice car, but spaghetti, more spaghetti. What'd you think of that clutch lever?
Never seen anything like it ever.
But you're magical Mert.
Ever.
Well, this
No?
looks like a fire waiting to happen. That's what I just see. Is this
Dude,
a fire?
it smells like fire in there.
Yeah. Any given day, something goes up in smoke. This whole car is going up in smoke.
Well, I'm gonna go call him and see what he says. Because otherwise, bro, I don't want to touch it. Would you just ask me? Did who?
I said, who builds a clutch pedal like that instead of just getting one?
And you just asked me too. What'd you ask me? Did he pay somebody
Did he
to
pay-
do that?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think he paid somebody to hammer that.
In my customer's defense, he didn't really realize it was this bad. Somehow, the car had been running for years, semi-reliably, despite the rat's nest. But, given what we've seen, it's time to fix this. So I'm calling him now to suggest a full rewire and clutch reconfigure. Okay, so we're good to go. The customer's given us the green light to dive in and make necessary repairs. What we're gonna do is reconfigure the way the clutch system is laid out, put a stock type pedal in there if we can locate one, get the pedal centered up because currently the pedal is way over like you're driving in a weird manner. Get that centered up and then fill the firewall, patch the firewall, mount a fuse box if possible, and then try to get the right kind of geometry on our clutch pedal. So a lot of companies make clutch hydraulic brackets and kits for these cars. So for example, McLeod makes a neat setup. Detroit Speed makes a really neat setup with some brackets that can bolt behind the master cylinder. And really my favorite, if I'm starting from scratch on a GM application, is to talk to Silver Sport Transmissions. They make a really nice setup that uses a Willwood with a pre-designed bracket for most applications. If you happen to be a Ford guy, You might lean on Bruce at Modern Driveline in Colorado, and if you're a Mopar guy, again, Silver Sport Transmissions is my go-to. So we're gonna fix the clutch setup, and then also what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and rewire the whole car using an American Auto Wire Classic Update Kit. What's so nice about these American Auto Wire kits is they come with everything you need to rewire the car, like head to toe, front to back. They make a specific kit for this car. We measured, and it looks like we're gonna be able to cut the firewall and try to put the fuse box back in the stock location and undo everything these guys previously did to this car so it can be right and safe. The American Auto Wire kits are great because they come with terminations all the way through to your headlights, your tail lights, your turn signal harnesses and everything. I like them way better than painless because they don't require as many connections. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but it's totally worth it. Let's see if we can get this car cleaned up and back on the road nicely. Okay, so this project sure has been snowballing. We are neck deep in it right now. We've got wiring that's all ripped out of the car and literally like had to be cut out in sections because it was weaved in and out and under the dash, and we didn't want to completely disassemble the dash. I've got the seat out so we can get into the back. I've got more harness over here. I've got spray foam that was covering up the firewall, metal pieces we had to cut out of the firewall. And this is the wacky pedal assembly that was in there. This thing was bolted in, attached to the firewall, and all welded in place. So it sat about 6 inches too far to the left, so your foot's over here when you're hitting the clutch. It's just really wonky. If you look under here, you can see that we had to take out the hydro booster and this wacky plate that somebody had made. And lo and behold, you see what we're after. So there's just this gaping hole in the firewall right here where apparently all of this was attached and the fuse box was just flopping and all the wires were hanging every which way. So we absolutely had to change the wiring harness. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna continue gutting out all of this excess stuff, cleaning up all these messes here, and then we're gonna have to plate the firewall and patch that somehow in the car without spending too much crazy amount of time and money, but making it look nice, and then mounting a traditional fuse box in there, completely rewiring the car, and then we're also gonna change the clutch pedal, the clutch linkage, and try to get all this stuff working right. Hopefully by the time we rewire the car, get the clutch pedal swapped out, fix whatever else we come across, we can get this car safe, reliable, make the clutch feel right, and have this customer happy and back on the road again. Fortunately, we were able to get this 442 whipped back into shape and resolve his issues. Now I can confirm my initial assessment. This is a nice car. Don't let this happen to you. Click below to receive our free buyer's checklist, and be sure to subscribe to my weekly newsletter where I'm going to drop insights, information, insider tips, and tricks on a regular basis. And a little more about the car, just so you know if you're interested. 455 Olds, hopped up to about 525, 530 horsepower, 6-speed transmission, so it's got a nice manual overdrive, disc brakes, Hotchkiss sway bars. This is a nice car, man. After all, having rewired it, having redone it, I think the clutch works great. I think he's going to be really, really happy. So thanks for watching. Drive and build safely, you guys.